Hello. Good evening, viewers. How are you today? Hope you're well wherever you are. Welcome to another exciting time here at Stephanie Glam. My name is Stephanie, and I am the host for today's talk. Okay, for those people that doesn't know what Stephanie Glam is all about, it's about a place whereby we build educative content and topics that can help us all become a better version of ourselves, either in our career, in our place of work, in our homes, or whatsoever we choose to be. Stephanie Glam is a channel that talks about important topics that helps promote relationship, friendship, career, and community unity. Okay, so if this is the first time you are tuning into this channel today, thank you so very much. I hope after today's talk something will resonate with you, and I encourage you, if it does, please give this video a thumbs up or a like, or better still, why not just subscribe to Stephanie Glam, so that anytime I bring a new content, you will be the first people to know. And for my existing subscribers, I just want to say thank you. You are the reason why I show up on this channel. And if this is the first time that you are viewing this channel, I hope you're going to be one of my amazing subscribers also. And also, I have left the comment section of this channel open. So please feel free to leave a comment, or if there is any topic of discussion that you would like me to focus on, please leave a comment so that I can take time to do my own research to bring more topic that can help you all become a better version of ourselves. So without any further ado, let's just dive into the topic of today. So for those of you that have seen my last video, it was focused on trust and intimacy. Now, I did mention that trust and intimacy sometimes can be difficult to carry on. So today we're going to be looking at barriers to trusting and also barriers to being intimate. Now, in the society we live today, there are so many things happening in the place of politics, in the place of family relationship, in schools, in community, in society. So sometimes the issue of trust is something that is mostly frowned on because of the so much injustice that we experience in our today's world. So like I did say, in our present culture and community and society, more people every day are scared of trusting the system that we live in. This could be because of maybe experience of betrayal, experience of crimes, and experiences of injustice that which we have unfortunately encountered in our day-to-day interactions with people. And because of this lack of trust, some people tend to form a barrier that prevents other people from reaching out to them. These barriers could be a way of protecting their own self, their own emotions, and their own feelings, in order with the idea of thinking that is going to make them feel a lot safe than trusting someone. However, in spite of all this, let's be mindful that if we continue to go through life with this biased mindset of not trusting the system or not trusting close families or friends, we will be creating a self-fulfilling prophecy which may lead to utter loneliness later in our adult life. It is very important also for us to note that just like you feel trust, you can also feel distrust towards something. You can feel distrust towards an institution or organization. If someone does not have ultimate trust in you, there is a natural tendency to feel this way, as because that person hasn't gotten so much to know you or so much to know what really makes you think. However, it does not mean that things should be done without deliberate actions to trust. But this can also create a barrier to intimacy, because when we don't have trust towards something, when we don't have trust towards our partners, how are we going to be intimate with them? And when I talk about intimacy, I'm not just talking about sexual intimacy. What about intimacy in sharing your feelings? Intimacy in sharing what really, really hurts you the most, without being judged, or without with the mindset thinking that whom you've shared those things with, we take those things you've shared with them and tell it to other people. It is hard to get close, honestly, to someone who has built a high wall or a high barrier of protection around themselves, because they don't feel confident to trust people with their issues, or they feel it will belittle them to be vulnerable to other people. Let's be mindful that if either you or I fall among these categories of people, the high wall that we have built around ourselves can be our own prison, whereby we don't have loved ones or friendship circle to form genuine relationship with. This means that if we keep our walls up, we block intimacy and trusting relationship from developing with people that loves us, or people that we may end up loving later on. This can make us isolate ourselves, leading to a point of loneliness and vulnerability. When we feel we don't have anyone we can go with our emotions or our secrets, or if we maintain on this path, it is likely that this pattern will continue for life. And when this pattern continues, it is a very difficult pattern to break. Because when no one is there for you at your most needed time, even if it is because you won't let anyone in, you begin to feel that people don't care about you. You begin to feel that you can't trust people. And with this mindset, an unhealthy, shallow relationship is formed with no deep depth of concern or affection towards yourself or towards those that comes your way later on. So, how do we foster trust and intimacy in relationship? To foster trust and intimacy in a relationship, we need to first set trust as a default. What do I mean by that? The norm of this is to at least try. And you can do this by assuming that someone whom has just come into your life is trustworthy. Not necessarily believing them that they are who they say they are. What this means is that take their words with a little pinch of salt, because that is going to form a base for whereby you will get to know them, and then you get to develop more trusting relationship with them. Because even if they prove not to be who they really say they are, trust yourself to heal and learn from the whole experience. Take the lessons you've learned from that fake friendship, from that fake relationship that you tried to encourage someone to come into your life, so that you can trust that person a little bit. Take the lessons you've learned and take it on board. You never know, you may inspire somebody else with the wisdom and the lessons you've learned from that. If eventually that friendship did not turn out the way it is supposed to be, or that person did not come to be who they really said they were. Another way of fostering trust and intimacy in a relationship is for you to take it slow. What do I mean by taking it slow? Start easy. Because there is a popular saying that says that every little things, every big thing you do starts with a little step. When it comes to trust and intimacy, this also applies. The same logic applies when we are developing new friendship with people. We need to take little steps. Take it one day at a time, and don't just come full force and tell this person your entire life history. Let this person get to know you. So the more they get to know you and the more you get to know them, that is where trust and intimacy starts developing. Because when you succeed with these little steps that you've taken in getting to know or trust someone, it begins to motivate you to keep moving towards building more trusting relationship with this person or with this organization. Another part of fostering trusting relationship and intimacy with people is you yourself, you need to be trustworthy. The most simple way to trust others is if they also have the same level of trust for you. If you are consistent, you are caring and trustworthy, this will also build on and motivate other people to have the same level of trust towards you. And as someone have a level of trust towards you, intimacy begins to grow from there. Use your own words in another way of fostering trust and intimacy with someone. Making assumptions of things or situations can kill trust for people that are involved. Trust and intimacy does take time to build, even with people that have known themselves for decades of years. It is wrong for anyone to have total expectation of somebody to just know and make you feel thick. Expecting someone to just know you for the first time and know everything about you without you even giving the opportunity to the person to get to know you or for you to get to know them sounds a bit selfish. Because you need to make an habit of communicating with this person. You need to make an habit of communicating who you are, what you're like, what are your wants, what are your dislikes to this person. By letting them get to know you and they also letting you get to know them, that is where effective communication takes place, and that is a step towards getting to know them and getting to trust them in return. Because lack of communication can lead to mistrust and no intimacy, which can also lead to misunderstanding of people involved. The last point is you need to lean in. Fostering trust and intimacy in a relationship is not a quick thing that just happens suddenly. You need to lean in and you need to give it a chance. Because intimacy involves two personalities that comes together from a place of trust. If we're committed to knowing someone, consistent with our words, actions, and genuinely care about them, we would be willing to lean into trusting them and being there for them when they need us. This level of relationship is what promotes trust and intimacy. So I hope these topics that we've discussed for today has resonated with you. We have looked at ways on how we can foster trust and intimacy between ourselves and between our loved ones. And we've also looked at things, barriers that prevent trust and intimacy with people. So if there is anything here that have resonated with you today, I would like you to please give this video a thumbs up, or better still, subscribe to this channel so that when next I upload new videos, you will be the first person to get a notification. And also, don't forget to click the subscribe button to grow this channel. So till I meet you again, have an amazing evening and take care and stay well. Ta-da!